Hello everybody, in this video we're going to learn the Bossa Nova. I'm going to teach you the basic form of this groove and then we're going to go over some variations using brushes, sticks, and both at the same time. Here we go. Let's start with the feet. Our bass drum plays this very simple rhythm. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Sounds like this. Now that we're comfortable with what our feet are playing, let's learn what we have going on with the hands. Our right hand, we're going to play on the hi-hat, and we're just playing eighth notes. That's it. The left hand, the first thing we want to do is we're going to play a rim click. Now, it's going to sound a little bit better if instead of playing the tip of the stick, we actually hold it backwards, so what we call the butt of the stick is actually the one touching the rim. So our left hand is going to play rim clicks. It's going to be a repetitive pattern, but it's 2 measures long. So here's the first measure. We're going to play on beat 1, the and of 2, and then beat 4. So nice and slow, both hands together, eighth notes on the hi-hat with that rim click, sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and in the second measure, we only have 2 notes. We're going to play on beat number 2 and the and of 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, there's your 2 measure pattern with your hands. Now let's just practice it, putting both measures together and repeating the hands by itself. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, now that we know what our hands are doing and that bass drum, let's go ahead and put the whole groove together. All right, now that we learned our basic Bossa Nova with sticks, let's get into some variations using brushes, sticks, and both at the same time. For this first variation, we're going to use brushes. Now what I'm going to do is combine what our hi-hat was playing and that rim click on the snare with both of my hands. We're just going to play continuous eighth notes, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and we're going to accent where that rim click was on the snare. With both hands, I'm not playing straight up and down. I'm dragging the brush across the drum head so we get that sustained sound. So my right brush is going like this. Beat 1 is coming across kind of at the top part of the drum. And then beat 2, I come down a little bit to the bottom of the drum towards me because it has to do with what the left hand is doing and we have to get out of the way. So the right hand by itself is just playing quarter notes because the left hand's playing the upbeats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the left hand, we're playing the upbeats, and it's a little bit different because I'm going to go one direction for the first beat, and the next one I'm going to come back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So when we put the hands together, nice and slow, it looks like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we just put the accents in. All right, and here's your second variation. We're gonna have a brush in our right hand and then a drumstick in our left. Okay, so in this variation, all we're doing is changing the fact that we don't have a drumstick in our right hand from the very first version of the Bossa Nova that I showed you. And we're gonna take that right hand from the hi-hat and we're gonna put it on the snare. And the only other difference is with that hi-hat, we're going to do the pedal or we're going to play it on beats 2 and 4. So it sounds like this. All right, one more variation for you with this groove. We're going to go back to drumsticks in both hands, and instead of playing hi-hat, we're going to take that right hand and we're going to choose a cymbal to play. I'm going to play it on my right cymbal. Everything else stays the same, and we're going to keep that hi-hat pedal on 2 and 4 just like we did in the last variation. Sounds like this. All right, right, so I hope that helps you get started with the Bossa Nova, but to dive even deeper, you need to get into the music. Now here's 2 songs that I recommend practicing with. The first one from Getz Gilberto album is probably the most famous Bossa Nova out there, The Girl from Ipanema. The second one by Antonio Carlos Jobim off of the record called Wave, and that is also the name of the song. So check out those 2 recordings, listen to them first, and then get on the drum set and practice the Bossa Nova along with it. Thanks so much. Like and subscribe for more.